my lovers on trouble. First time it's
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And happy is it Tuesday, Tyra? Happy Tuesday. You know, on Tuesday nights we talk A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So come on in the room. Tyra, how are you today? And are you ready to get in this 30-minute episode? Because I don't know how I feel about them giving us half a piece of episode.
I thought I was like, did I jump? Did I? Because I'll be on my apps. I said, did it jump a little bit? I said, oh no, it's not the piracy. It's just a 30-minute episode. Yeah, I needed the full hour. Don't play, and it was getting good too. And then they cut it off.
Right when it got good. So here's my thing to HBO Max, to the showrunners, to George R. Martin himself. Do not play with me anymore this season. I need 45 minutes to an hour. 4-5 to an hour. Don't play with me anymore because you're right. It was so good, Tyra. And I was like, we just getting somewhere. We just got here. Let us build. But hi, everyone. I'm going to take a moment and just say hello because I want to let y'all know we appreciate y'all so bad. From showing love in all the spaces, from the Discord to over here to the socials, you guys are appreciated. And we thank you guys for coming through and supporting the lives, even sometimes for shows that you don't even watch. Anakin, not Vader, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having an amazing evening. Hey, Rico. What's up, my sis? Hey, pretty girl, Danny. Hope you're having a good day. And yes, be sure to leave a like. Yeah, on your way in, on your way out, hit something, hit a hype, hit a button. Hit if you just want to put like 2 emojis. You know what I mean? Not 3, because I think they think that's bots, but put something down there. All right. Um, hey, Missy Natasha. Hope you're having a great day. What's going on, Tony T? Hope everyone is amazing. Hey, Pamela, good to see you. Good to see you on the live. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Bookworm. Good to see you, Bookworm. Don't let them people work y'all hours of the day and night and not pay you for your time, okay? I know you've been busy because I haven't seen you in the Discord. Hey, sis, Tremaine, what's going on? Hey, Andrew. Likes up, everyone. Yes. Here go, Dane. Hi, Dane. How are you?
What a deep sigh.
My deep Negro sigh. Hi, Dane. What's going on, Sean? I was like, I know damn well y'all ain't gonna end like that. And they said, and did, and will. They said, good night. Good night and good luck. Hey, C Golden. I see your new profile picture. You look cute. Hey, Toshiba. What's going on? And hey, Drew. What's up? Cue the Game of Thrones music. Yeah. They're not going to give us a theme song. They said enough with all of the hullabaloo. But Tyra, you know we start here every single live, damn near.
Yeah.
Overall thoughts on episode 3.
Short and sweet. Like, I was waiting because I was like, ooh, this episode is about to pick up because it feels like we were, I don't know, we were spending a little bit more shine on egg than usual in the episode. And I was like, ooh, where are we going with this? Because normally we've been focusing on Dunk. So I kind of felt like we were going to drift into that family and that white hair of it all. And as soon as we got there, they cut it off. Now, for me to pay my $5.99 plus tax, I need to be watching multiple shows on the network at once. At this moment, y'all done tossed dairy, so now all we got is Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This ain't, like worth my dime like that, and industry ain't industry, so I ain't paid a bill this month. So I was like, oh, goddamn piracy app, let me go double back, click space, escape, and go over and refresh. I say, oh, this episode is 30 minutes. Okay, cool. They said leave them wanting more, and I'm left, and I want more because I'm just gonna wait and be cute for next week and see what happens.
That's what they say, Tyra. They say give the audience a little bit and have them begging for more. So maybe that was the motivation over here, but I'm not pleased with it because overall, this episode does a great job of really making the relationship solid. Like it solidified the bond this episode. We know for sure now that Dunk and Egg are completely locked in. But I will say there was another stark shift in tone in this episode. It went from la 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 la, we're hopping down the meadow till we get this fortune teller. And from the fortune teller on through the remainder of the episode, it was bleak, Tyra. I was like, well, damn, like, is there What are we doing? Not during Black History Month, because how dare you break a Black woman's fingers during Black History Month? I don't like that. They always do this, Tyra, and I don't know if they have it planned out in their minds. We're gonna harangue a Black woman during damn February, but they do it every single time. But no, this was a great episode. I felt the shift. I knew exactly where we were going. I was like, okay, this is about to get darker. And that's exactly what they did. But it was so good. It was so satisfying. Even in 30 minutes, I will say the reveal was more satisfying than I anticipated that it would be, because we've known for the past couple episodes
Yeah.
who Egg was, but the reveal was still like,
I should say a past couple, even though we're on episode 3. You know, for the past couple episodes
well,
from the beginning.
You know what I meant. That one was a couple last week. It felt like but episode 3, the Squire, as Dunk and Egg take in the tourney's first full day of events, Dunk receives a proposition that could secure his future forever, right? Well, not forever, but for a long time. Written for television by Hiram Martinez and Annie Julia Wyman and Ira Parker, directed by Sarah Adina Smith. Shout out to the women, shout out to the Blacks, shout out to everybody on the crew of the show. But again, the premise, like I said, we kind of know where things are about to go. But as the episode opens up, baby Egg done got this horse 100 times bigger than him and says it's time to practice. We got to be the best out here. This was the cutest thing ever, Tyra. I was like, this little bitty boy in this big old horse thunder. Where are we going, Tyra? He's running back and forth. And this is what the tourney grounds are going to be like. You done absconded with these people's horse, first of all. And now you're out here running back and forth. He's like, I know I'm not strong, but I can be fast. Like, how am I going to hand the lance to him? It was just like, what are you doing, baby? He said, but I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be here for Dunk, because ultimately my future hinges on Dunk's ability to win in the tourney, Tyra. What were you thinking as this episode opened up? Because I was like, Egg, baby, what are you doing out here?
Girl, this little cutie patootie, Egg is just my favorite. He can do no wrong. Even when he might do something wrong, I'm still just going to give him the benefit of the doubt. This was adorable. You know, it takes a special kind of person with special kind of sensibilities to be able to relay and tame and talk to a horse. And I like that him and Dunk kind of have that in common, because you could tell, like, when that man rolled up, it was like, yeah, we're not getting that energy. I'm not susceptible to that. But Egg telling me, I like when he did his little spew about being the best, and then the horse just took a dump. See, I'm gonna make sure we get some dumps and some spit and some hunks of mucus every single episode. They're gonna check those boxes. But I like how motivated he is, and the fact that he isn't told to do so. It's like, Dunk might not know right away what we need to be doing, but I know. I've been around those blocks. These wisdom. Some of your great wisdom. Every time I see Egg's little ball dome, I just hear the whiz and some of your great wisdom. His little ball cranium is so adorable. It's like, I know what we need to be doing, even if you don't, and I need to get some training in, because I think he probably has all the tools to be more than a squire and really be a contender. But he knows with his size and what, how old he is, and how we're probably gonna get into the relationship with the brothers and everything. He's just not an asset in that way. It's like, but I can be smart and I can be brilliant and I can train. I have something to offer, and I'm gonna start with this horse. It was cute though. It's a little horse whisperer moment.
It was so cute. I thought this was very telling as well, because like you said, even when we got to see him last episode watch the tourney events, it was very much like he knew exactly what was going on. He knew all the houses that were represented. And what's interesting is that his dad, Makar, was saying last episode that he was set to squire for his brothers, right? So it's like he has all of the abilities and wherewithal. He's just too small. Like he said, I'm kind of puny, but I loved it. He was trying his hardest. He was running his fastest out there, Tyra. I said, baby, you gonna get it. You gonna help him. And this also was really interesting to me, because at one point, Thunder's not cooperating. And he's like, listen, I don't have all day. I stole you, okay? And I need to get you back. So here's the thing, right? My daddy says you only understand the crop. Like, you only understand when somebody hits you. And I don't think that's true. Tyra, for me in that moment, I was really like, okay, this explains a lot about not only Egg's upbringing, but what he's trying to escape, right? So clearly his daddy rules with an iron fist. We didn't seen that demon of a brother of his that did just pop out. That just didn't just pop out of nowhere. So you can tell that he rules his home with an iron fist, and that Egg is probably sick of it, or it's something that he doesn't want to be when he grows up. Tyra, did this scene do anything for you? Did it move you? Did it give you any more insight into what Egg is experiencing at home?
I said, Egg, did he beat you? We ride at dawn. Did he hit you, Egg? Who do we need to call? Is that man putting his hands on you? This was sad. Like, this really made me feel for Egg, and I was getting frustrated at every moment prior to this episode or this episode when we have Dunk get out of pocket and kind of rely on back to the way that he was treated by that man, by old Sir Penny. Yeah, do it before I put my hands on you. Do it before I withhold your rations. Do it. Don't talk to him like that. we have enough going on. You just really get into why he's clinging to someone like Dunk, because he's probably, as clearly as we can see, he's the complete opposite of everything that's at home, as well as just his like emotional vulnerability and what he's willing to offer, and being sensitive to somebody like Egg. Like, I was like, oh, like, did they? I hope they put their hands on the baby. Don't do that. But you know, back then they was just slapping kids for sport. They might have, but he's just so sweet. I just don't want nobody talking to him sideways. Like, don't do that. Not even Dunk.
Maybe I asked that question when we got to Arian. I said, did Arian hurt you? Baby, did they hurt you? Because I'm traumatized, because you know his evil all too well. That was battered child syndrome, Tyra. I know they did something to that baby over there, and I don't like it. And he's the little runt of the family too. I don't like that. I don't like it.
I think it's a lot, especially with the circumstances. Like, just to think about the age and the size that Dunk is, to have that passion to go, whatever this is, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna shave my head, baby. We in the Secret Service. Okay, we're the way that Egg is laying low and he wants to not be found, but he still has an art and a passion for, you know, the night and all of the hood of it and the games. And but I don't want to be a part of my family. I think it just really, because they're embedded in that. They want to win. They have just as much passion, even if it's, you know, for wrongdoing. They want to win and do all that stuff also. So he could have still gotten that. The fact that he would abandon that in the family, I think he had to be mistreated to leave something that he's so passionate about.
Absolutely. I agree. Because who's going to leave the comfort of being the ruling family? You know what I mean? Like, you're out here shoveling and tending to horses and doing all that stuff. And you have it
sleeping
pretty
on the ground.
ideal,
Bugs in his cider. He said, oh my God, there's a bug in my cider.
Wait, see, I don't want no hard beef. What is this? Get this out of here. I don't want it. This is breakfast. I was like, baby. Baby. But now when he's leaving, he's done his training, thunders come around, we meet the maddest knight, honey, the maddest knight of all, Sir Robin Riesling. And I don't believe that this encounter was by chance, and I don't believe that this encounter was for nothing. I really, really have a strong feeling that Sir Robin Riesling is going to be imperative to this trial by 7 that we hear of later on in the episode. You can already tell immediately when Egg recognizes who it is, like, oh, you're him. You're the maddest knight in all 7 kingdoms. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm mad when I need to be. And I love that about him. I'm so excited to dig into this character because, I mean, I feel like that's what you got to be. A lot of them people back then, just to make it, had to be whoever you need me to be in the moment. As I think we'll later see with Duncan, the proposition he receives, a lot of knights were for sale. A lot of knights were willing to throw attorney if it was gonna amount in me getting a bag, because now I know, at least for the next couple months, I'll be straight. But this conversation was really interesting. Even though he comes in kind of ominously, I didn't for once feel like he was gonna hurt Egg, and Egg kind of had that knowing as well. Tyra, what do you think of Sir Robin, the maddest knight of all? And do you think we're gonna see him again this season?
Maybe they were definitely going. Maybe Egg. Look at here. It's a master plan. Egg stole this horse on purpose. He knew whose horse this was. I'm telling you, I really feel like Egg has everything under his sleeve, and it's just, he could have taken any horse. Like, And especially like the maddest night, like you don't want to rub this person the wrong way. You don't. I think it's all a part of Egg's master plan. It's like I need a chance encounter, but it's too many people around. It's always some people around. I'm always getting lost in the crowd. I'm gonna take this little horse. Either he's gonna meet me here or he's gonna meet me when I'm coming to take it back. But he gonna come see about this horse. Either way, I think that this was all strategized on Egg's part. Personally, I could be wrong, but I don't put it past him to know who he needs to rub elbows with. I think he did it on purpose. And this is probably one of the people who is going to help us when we're in a bind, Nate. We're in a bind, Nate, officially this episode. Like, it's done. So we're going to need to touch hands and rub shoulders with the right people.
Absolutely. And again, if a man has nothing to lose, he's probably going to be one of your best allies in this situation because Dunk ain't got nothing else to lose at this point either, child. But now, as we ease on down the road, we kind of meet back up for breakfast with those big old goose eggs, Tyra. Those were the hugest eggs I've ever seen and the biggest breakfast sandwiches I've ever seen. I think it was bigger than Egg's head. But when we're sitting here, it's basically like, okay, we're getting ready for the tourney and all of these things. And basically, Dunk is stressed out. He's stressed to hell because what's going on here? I'm supposed to be able to enter the list today. And quickly, Egg lets him know, baby, that's for men of renown and of high birth, baby. You're neither. You'll be on deck tomorrow, okay? So then we kind of get the calm. And I think that's part of why Dunk blows up at him. Like, what are you doing? Get over here, do something, be whatever. And so finally they're kind of level set and Egg is like, Dunk, so will I be able to stay on as your squire after the tourney? Well, first I got to win the tourney, baby, because if I don't win it, I'm not even really going to be a knight at that point. And so he's like, well, so if you win, then what? And so reluctantly, Dunk is like, okay, baby, we're going to get there. We're going to eat this big old breakfast sandwich and we're going to sit here. But I kind of loved how in this moment, Dunk is always trying to reaffirm the power dynamic in the relationship. Like, Egg, you don't boss me around. You're not the boss of me. Even though Egg is coming in with the wisdom and he's invaluable, Dunk is still like, I'm the grown up, I'm the big brother, and I got this. Tyra, is after the events of what we saw, is there even a possibility that Egg gets to stay on? And what do you think about Dunk asserting his power?
First of all, the price of tea in China is high. I was like, where can I get some goose eggs? What kind of, that's a whole breakfast. I got a whole family and stuff to feed. We could eat off of one goose egg. You know, we going through this carton of 18 real quick. The sandwich, look, I was like, oh, y'all eating righteous. Because, baby, I swear y'all ain't been eating too much of nothing since we met you. Show you right, Egg. Tell him who's boss. Boss his ass around. He don't know nothing. He don't know which way is up. Gonna come to me to my why are you practicing? What are you doing with that horse? What are you out there doing? Because you should always be practicing. You don't even know when you're up. So do I go now? Do I go tomorrow? Do I go last? Well, what am I all bubble guts for? I was all nervous for nothing. I've just been all shook up. Like, yes, because you don't know anything. You need to follow my lead. I don't care how scrawny I am. You know nothing. This is the ultimate you know nothing, Jon Snow. Don't know a damn thing. So yes, you need to follow it. I need him to take heed of what's going on. I like him asserting that dominance and you don't boss me around. That's fine because I am the oldest. You're the biggest. I'll give you that. You're big for nothing. That we get that. You're tall. You're tall. But it's still a sense of let me kind of go back into discipline in the way that I was disciplined. And as soon as he does it, he corrects it. It's like, well, actually, let me come over here and help you with the fire or the horse. And it just feels like I didn't mean to talk to you that way. He's not going to say it outright. Like, I'm sorry, Egg, I didn't mean to do that. But it's like, let me try to not do that because I know it's wrong and I know how those things made me feel. And I don't have to display dominance or even love or passion to him in that way or that I care. I can take some of Sir Pennywise and leave some of it too, but I think he needs to follow everything Eggs has to say, baby. You don't following your lead has gotten you nowhere. He has the passion, of course, and he knows what he wants to do, and the motivation is there, and he's strong, willing, the stature, but knowledge. What you mean you thought you went today? What are you talking about? Like I just can't. I think he needs to take every single. I don't give a damn what Egg tell you to do. Get over there and do it.
Let's go. Now, here comes the big test, the test of all, because who are you going to be in this world, Dunk? Who are you going to be now that you're a knight and now that you're being propositioned? So, as we get over here, Mr. Plumber comes through, and Plumber is responsible for entering the tourney. He keeps up with the list. Basically, you have to go through him if you want to be a part of it. In episode 1, we saw Dunk, make his interest known with him. And so in this moment, he's like, listen, Sir Ashford didn't spend too much money on his daughter's situation. And immediately Duncan's like, I don't have no money. Like, baby, it's broke over here. I don't have anything to give you. He's like, no, I don't want your money. I want you to do something you were already going to do anyway. And that's compete in the tourney against Sir Ashford's son. And yeah, he's going to just lose and you'll win. And we'll walk, out with a bag because you're the underdog. Everybody's going to put their money on Sir Ashford. A win, win. Immediately, Duncan's like, no. And Plumber's like, well, I mean, you just bought all this armor. You got all this stuff. You had to sell a whole, like, I'm thinking this in my mind. You had to sell a horse. You did all these things. Are you sure about that? Like, that, the offer still stands. It's on the table. Duncan's like, no, how dare you, sir? I'm a man of honor. Of big honor. But in my mind, I'm thinking this could alleviate a lot of concerns. This would make you officially a knight, right? You won in your first tourney. You get a cute little bag and you could kind of move on from there and grow. But basically, it's like, no, my integrity, I'm not for sale. Your children are not for sale, John. I'm not for sale. Okay?
Actually, please.
I did feel in the moment, I was like, is he going to? Because this is a great proposition. It's your first time out. A win is a win, Tyra. Did you think that Dunk hesitated at all? Can you see him running back to Plumber at some point for another opportunity? I loved it. I love a man with some character and some integrity, but was it the smart thing, Tyra?
Look at here. This ain't Mulan. This ain't mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We don't have time. As much as I like Dunk, there is a naivete going on here. And he don't know fat meat is greasy. He's thinking that every person, what? Is it just me? Or is the egg looking more cancer? No, he does not.
Why would you say that?
No, he's a healthy growing boy. It's just a naivete. Like he's even of course when we get to the battle and what took place, it's like, well, knights don't do that. They wouldn't do that. Nobody would. Now you have to take it. After what happened and us needing a cute coin, you have to. I think he has to know when to pick and choose his battles. Like the integrity can still be there, but at some point until you get to where you're going, like we gotta take the fall. We gotta take the win. We gotta fix that fight. Okay? Just lay on the ground. Okay, we just have to do that. Like, I appreciate what I completely appreciate. You do. We gotta step into the bad side just for 5 minutes. Now, look, I think that there is a way to hold on to your honor and your integrity and still do a couple deeds on the side. This isn't people could do more for less. We do what we have to do. We get our coin, and then we forage ahead in righteousness. Okay, but we ain't in a position to be turning down nothing. What, you gonna sell another noble steed? You gonna sell another horse? We already down to oats and apples and eating eggs under the orchard tree and sleeping on the ground. We have to make a way out of no way. Nobody is giving us a leg up. I bet you he go find this man in another episode or two and take that proposition. Bet you that.
Step into the bad side. Step into the bad side. Step into the bad side. Dane, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ashley, how do you remember these characters' names? I just called them the
spitting dude. That's all he does. Oh my God, are you sick? Was there a bug in your cider? You sound terrible. Can you please do something about that?
When you make the slides, you got to know the names.
I'm just saying.
We get to the market.
Coin, get a cute coin.
I think in order for the integrity to make sense, you got to get it out the mud. You got to go the long way, Tyra. I don't think we can sleep our way to it. You know what I mean? I don't think we can do it. But now in the market, we see Tansel, and this was immediately paying dust. Paid dust, but I'm still yearning for you. She said, your shield will be done tonight. All right, deuces. I was like, what is this short exchange? It was no pleasantries. It was no, hi, Dunk. It was very much, all right, it'll be done. Done at, 6 o'clock. You can come get it. And I'm easing on down the road.
Absolutely.
Why? Duncan's been very, I don't know. I thought this was blossoming and burgeoning into something beautiful. And don't pay him dust Hansel, especially when he's going to be there to save the day later on.
First of all, we know what honor and dignity gets you in the Game of Thrones universe. I just want to put that out there before we move forward. We know what honor gets you in trying to do the right thing. No. Second, you ain't did nothing for me to pay you more than dust. First of all, you look dusty. Your hair is uneven. You still beating them clothes and patchwork on the rock. I need a little bit more, okay? First of all, I'm a woman of means. Got my little puppeteering show. I got a little cute piece of coin myself. I got my own business. I'm making fire out of pollen. I'm somebody, okay? I need you to come. Like, first of all, Dunk don't sell it. Dunk's just tall. He got the goods to have emotion in the ocean. He can have something happening, but you gotta believe in yourself. Okay, he don't sell it. That's what Egg was doing, trying to be the right little wingman. Like, sir, can you please act like you can walk and chew gum at the same time? He doesn't believe in himself or just the chemistry or like a vibe or like, hey, how you doing? Like, like, so what's up? What you doing later? Like, I'll be there to get my shield later. Would you? Can I bring a fair lady a drink? Something. I'm working hard. It's just like he's just like a little. Dunk gives a little piece of village idiot, just a little piece, a little piece. Once we get that out the way, we're gonna be moving. Now, of course, we just completely snatched it up and took it up 35 notches this episode because of what he had to do defending her. But just off of GP, you look dusty, your hair is uneven, you probably smell. Like, why am I giving you pleasantries?
Because I think that's just a kindness. I don't know. I love his innocence in it all. He's so naive. He's so innocent. He's so kind of nervous and clunky. I think it's just cute. I don't know. I ain't like your shield to be ready, and I'm easing on down the road. Talk to this man for a second in the lane. Do that in the market. You ain't got nothing else to do. Cancel. What are you doing?
It's hard. It's hard times. I need to know that you can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you defend me? I need to know all those things. I ain't just giving it out. Throw a wham in the circle. I ain't just giving it out. Okay. I need to know who you are and what you're bringing. These are hard times for a woman.
I'm just saying. Okay. She should have been nice, especially after what happened later. See, what if Duncan been
anyway?
A lesser man, and said she brutally rebuffed me in the street, and now I can't defend her honor.
She did not brutally rebuff. She said, "Hello, your shield will be ready tonight." Like, what you wanted to do? Wrap her legs around the man?
No, I just wanted her to smile a little bit brighter. I wanted her to interact with him.
Oh, you wanted her to May West? Come on up and see me sometime, big boy. We get enough of that from the whores in the street. We get enough availability from the whores in the street.
No, it was just too much. Like, all right, off the cuff. I gotta go.
I thought she was pleasant. I thought she was cool. I didn't even know it was a brutally rebuffed situation until you put it here.
That's how I felt when she walked away all abruptly, and he was there with his eggs in his hand. Just
then he's sitting there, egg, egg, sit, poop, egg out, egg. Oh,
help him out. But I mean,
nothing's attractive. Nothing's clicking.
So now we're in the market still, and we're approached by the fortune teller, and immediately I'm like, run the other way, because we don't know what she wants to say. We don't want to know what she has to say because it's never good. Look at her. She looks like the harbinger of doom. Like, nobody wants to hear anything coming out of her mouth. So immediately she's like, yeah, hey, Dunk, you're going to be rich and famous, a man of great honor and renown, and, paid, ultimately, all of the things. And he's like, yeah, right. What about Egg? Yeah, he's going to be king, and he's going to die in fire and ashes, and people are going to cheer. What? Egg was like, why would she say?
Why would she say that?
Why? And Duncan's like, because Duncan, his mind is thinking, Egg will never be king. Egg is just a little boy from Flea Bottom. He's nobody. He's nothing. Just ease on down the road. But you can tell this affected Egg because Egg knows who he is and he knows the possibility for it. I went ahead. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I went and did the because I needed to know about my baby,
Why would
and
you do
I
that
did
to yourself?
because I need to know these things, and I don't know how long this story is gonna last. I don't know where we're going, and I need answers. But Tyra, what did you think about this foreboding prophecy? And do you think it was true? Do you think that everything she said will come to pass?
I am hoping, regardless of what's in the text that you have to go look up, they're going to subvert it. Like, I think a lot of the loyal fans, they probably know exactly who Egg is and what lies in his existence in the future. Unlike myself, child, I do not know. I think it's going to be like, I think it would do a disservice to completely follow whatever it is. I don't want to know. But clearly, the family he's attached to, we know some of the things that they're capable of and how it runs. Like, I wouldn't look at your little Daenerys. Who was sad about that? Girl, bye. Like, it's very girl bye. Like, boy bye. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Like, yeah, you gotta go. Your family's tired. I'm hoping that Egg would be the exception, but Egg is still really, really young. We don't know about the influence, what happens in the future, what doesn't happen to make him turn out the way that he does. But I think if you stick to it like close, it wouldn't be as satisfying. Like, I'm hoping that they do something different and that they're trying to endear Egg to us so much right now in his younger age. Or it could be the opposite. We could just be like, oh, I remember when Egg was just so precious and he was this and it was, and then now you see him as an adult and it's just like, who the hell is this? What happened? I don't know. It could go both ways, but I really like how he was touched. Like, I don't know about you, Dunk, but why would she say that to me? Girl, come back here and read, smell my palm, read it again, read my fortune again, because why would you say that? I don't know, but I don't think that they would just leave it here if it wasn't some truth to it.
Yeah. So, and everybody, I've seen it a couple times that he's the Mad King, and he's not, because I thought the same thing at first because I thought about the wildfire and everything. But if you remember, Jamie stopped that from actually happening. His plan was to play with the wildfire and all that. The Mad King was King Viserys. So it's not Aegon. Aegon was still some time before him. So just FYI, this was not the Mad King. Aegon is not the Mad King. That's Viserys. Just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say no more about that. But now we get to the official joust of the first day of the official tournament. And the little dragon is up there, Tyra. And he's, who want a piece of the little dragon? Don't be scared. Come out. You know, the little dragon's here. And I was immediately aggravated because we know every time we hear about I'm the dragon, I'm the baby dragon, the little dragon, we know we're going to get a little miniature fun-sized lunatic on our hands. And that's exactly what we got here. And so we see the first joust. Somebody reluctantly went against him and he decimated that horse and that man. It was terrible. And immediately Dunk is like, oh wow, what a terrible accident. Egg is like, that was not an accident. Damn it, that was no accident. It was no accident. Egg's like, I know that evil. This is the moment I was like, oh, that he done hurt you too, didn't he? Because you know your brother. That the little dragon Arian touches and breaks apart little animals. I know he did.
Breaks apart little animals.
That's a lunatic. Even Bay is up there because you know Bay, hand of the king, the next in line to be king, is like, damn it! Like, you have to be a monster every place we go. And I think his raggedy daddy actually likes it. But again, immediately, this is not an accident, Tyra. What did you think? Why did Dunk? And I'm not gonna put too much on it. Dunk is not quick on the uptake. We know he's not gonna catch on to anything, baby. It's just very slow right now. But I have faith that he's gonna get it together. But immediately, when you would have heard that wasn't an accident, wouldn't you have asked the question, how you know? Tyra, talk to me about this whole thing.
Look here, Dunk. For the same reason, well, you know, it's Dunk is but I'm a good person. But I'm a positive person. But I would never hurt anyone. It's like he's like walking through a field of lilies and flowers and poppies. It's just there's something really sweet and innocent about it. But I'm like, it's very naive. And I'm like, if you were over there with Sir Penny, I just feel like Sir Penny wasn't the best of the best. He couldn't have been, especially to get to where he was. Though we were packing, we were a sour puss. We had to be just off of the strength of what we've seen. So I'm like, you've seen enough to know that everybody isn't rainbows and sunshines, and you should be guarded and you should expect the worst of some people. But it's like he's walking through life, if I treat people fairly and I do the right thing, and I try to get into the knighthood and the honor of the shield and what it means, I'm going to be rewarded and I'm going to be the best. And it's all about training and it's not. It's not. The same reason he turned down the spitting dude all in the field. Like, sir, this ain't that. This is not that. Like, first of all, stop hurting my baby egg. Every time he get a little bit of inspiration, he was singing this episode. He was eating his little egg sandwich. He was having a good time out there in that field, training the horse. And then as soon as he encounters some of those old English family ways, all I see is, Master has given W a sock. He just diminishes. He shrinks. Master has given W a sock. He just shrinks. And I just hate to see him shrink, and I want him to flourish. Like, this here, even though Dad is just very, here he goes again. Because I thought he was going to harm the rider, the horse, and then we had to put the horse out of his misery. I was like, this is terrible. And the way that the people were in an uproar, I think there's a medium of who you need to be. You can be just as distasteful and cutthroat. And when I get out here, you better be scared. The mountain is coming. I'm killing everybody and everything moving. But there's still an ounce that needs to appease to the people. He ain't trying to do any of that. I think those are, things that are required to be, even if you're like the most terrible, you still need that. You still need to be championed in something. Like you this is who you want to be. This is how you want to represent yourself or your family. It says a lot about them, as if we expect anything less. But Duncan, that accident. Egg is this close to, hey, what no damn, he's going to reach all, he's going to jump. Damn accident. Can you wake up and smell the Folgers? This isn't, even though you don't know who Dunk is, or like, what about that gave accident? It takes such precision to do something like that, to harm the rider and the horse, and the way he rode off, and even your little brief encounter with him where he called you everything but a child of God. So get your little dirty, dusty, dingy, servitude looking ass away from me. What can you do? Ew. This is not a good person. I need you to understand that. Like, I want more, but Dunk is coming along. He has no choice but to come along and have a revelation after this episode. But stop giving my boy Master has given W sock tendencies. I don't like it.
He's traumatized. Like, he's trauma. He's like, can we go? Can we go? Please, can we go, Dunk?
I need you to go. Can we go? I want to leave.
Terrible.
But I like that Dunk got him out of there immediately. He's like, yes, look, come on, my sweet boy. Come, Simba. Let's go.
I was like, yeah, that's a lot. I understand. Come on, baby egg. Now, here's the other question, because the other episode, you were very much like Prince Baelor is a villain. And I want to know, are you still keeping that same energy? Do you still have that same energy for him? With his fine self? Bearded?
I did not. Wait. I said little baby from was giving me villainy. The one you said looked like Jade from.
No, you said he's a Targaryen and they can never be trusted.
That still rings true. I said whatever half that's giving him that dark hair, we can trust that side. The other one, we just can't. I don't know where that loyalty's gonna lie. I ain't putting nothing past nobody in this universe. You already got Dunk's ass over here with his naivete and trying to do the honorable thing and passing up sweet deals. You already starting off wrong. It's giving them Ned people. It's a mixture between Ned and Big and Tall Store. What's her name? What's Big and Tall Store name?
Well, Brian is his descendant.
Stupid. Over there, he right over there in the middle of Ned and Brian, just like, I have a duty. The Starks. I told Lady Stark, girl, it's been 17 seasons. I need you to go do what you need to do. Don't waddle in that. It never prospers. Never turns out well. Just do what I need you to do, please.
Prince Bay is a good man, Savannah. He's just in a bad situation with his family. He's a good man. He's just in a bad situation, Tyra.
We shall see. When push comes to shove and it's time to make a choice, we'll see what happens. And then I'll change my mind. Right now, I'm on the fence and I'm in the middle.
Lord of mercy. Now we are over here with Raymond Fossaway, who I felt like and said this whole time was going to end up being Dunk's bestie because he gonna need some more besties because he needs somebody to think for him. Unfortunately, at this point, no shade, no shade. No shade, Big Dunk. But basically having a conversation. Egg has gone over to the puppet show, living his best life. You know, they're in the town, honey, having a good night. And Raymond is like, you know, the Targaryen boys are missing. Like 2 of his sons are missing. Like this is a thing. And Dunk's just oblivious to everything that's going on. Just slow. Just, huh? What you mean? Who? What? And still not connecting 2 plus 2. This little bald head boy just who doesn't give low birth is just all of a sudden around. Not ever 1 + 1 = 2 for him, unfortunately. Tyra, what did you think of this interaction? Because it's the happenings are about to happen. And Dunk
not
is
that
still
doesn't give low birth. I should say he not over here with you beating them clothes on a rock, baby. Like even just all of the wisdom that Egg shares outside of that when he's talking personally about himself and the journey that he went on just to get to where he is. It's like, okay, so yeah, so then what did you do? I don't care to talk about that now. Don't want to talk about that. Like from the moment that he met with your LeBron James Bay, as Dane said it in the chat, and it was just the 2 boys missing. Oh yeah, I'm sure your boys will turn up. They won't be dead at all. They'll be very, very alive in the land of the living. Yeah, just forget I said that. Let me excuse myself. It was a thought at this point. Just hasn't crossed his mind. You know what? Could Egg be a part? He does know a whole lot. Like he's just wisdom. Some of your great wisdom. Like just slow as a box of rocks. He needs Egg and he needs this young man. Once again, someone else who knows more about the surroundings that he does and can drop some knowledge moving further. He needs all the friends and relationships that he can get. Because he's just all bronze and no brains. And it's sad. Once it all comes together, though, he's going to be exceptional. But we got to wait on that. Right now, he's just dumb.
Absolutely. And he's always going to need an advisor in his corner, I fear. He just always is going to need one. And that's okay. Because, you know, like you said, he's got the brawn. The brains can grow. You can gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. And so now this is happening. All of a sudden, baby Egg comes in running. They're hurting her. He's hurting her. Oh, God, Tyra. Not during Black History Month. We go in there to the puppet theater and the little dragon, aka Aryan Nation, like I feel like he is literally breaking her fingers one by one. Snap, crackle, pop, Tyra. What the hell is happening? And baby Egg is like, oh my God, all I could do is get Dunk. In this moment, Dunk jumps up. I said, yeah. I was like, beat his face off of him. He tossed that little boy around like he was a rag doll. When I tell you it was Hulk smash times 10, I loved everything about the fight. Pick him up and drop him on his head again until the security came. But before that, Dunk was wearing the little dragon out, Tyra. Everything I needed all about Tansel and her broken fingers. Because now they're going to be backwards, hanging like this. I don't know. Tyra, it was just too much. All in one scene, all in such a short span of time. It happened just like this. It was too much for me to take, Tyra. What were you thinking? What's going on through your mind? And why is he breaking this Black woman's fingers during Black History Month?
Actually, did they know that it was going to be Black History Month?
They knew the release was going to be in Black History Month.
Say the way the chips fell, we just happened to break those. I didn't like that we didn't get to see what led up to it. I wanted to see what transpired. I'm like, are we going to talk about it next episode? I needed to see. And I was like, oh, this episode being 30 minutes is really getting under my skin. Baby, the way my poor baby, like X said, drop everything, come quick, Craig's in trouble. Get in there. They're hurting her. Somebody, anybody, get in here. Oh, I love that. This is a whole lot about Egg. Egg could have said, no, I can't. Master's gonna know I'm here. Master's gonna know of Dobby's presence. I can't help her as much as I like her. You cute around the edges and everything, and you painted that shield, but I gotta let this happen because I don't want my family to notice me. He's like, not on my watch. Not in Black History Month. Duck! Get in here ow, baby. First of all, the way I wanted Dunk to sling them guards, security my ass. I wanted him to say, baby, we big. The fact that it took 3 of y'all says a whole lot, but I wanted him to give a little bit more. I wanted him to sling some of them guards too, just to show the strength of the mighty Goliath. Now look at here. The way this little tiny man, this little tiny white-haired man, this evil garden gnome, it's the fact that he got tossed around. And he just popped back up. Like, oh, yeah. Do what you need to do. Break all of his teeth out of his mouth. I said, what the hell? He's resilient. I'll give him that. Because after a good stomping from that size 15 shoe, he should have been down a little longer. But I like that Dunk, he didn't wait. He went immediately into action. He said, no. Once again, getting into that honor and nobility, child.
He trained to go.
He is, but the repercussions can be really, really wild. At this point, we are solely relying on Egg for our life. Because Egg said, don't make me call Portia. Don't make me tell Daddy.
Listen, it needed to happen. Because again, when the curb stomp was inevitable.
Look at here.
Yes, I did a thing. American History X.
I said, are y'all about to American History X us with this curb stomp?
Curbs, open his mouth, put it on the thing. He loosened one of my teeth. I want all his teeth. Immediately.
I said,
Unhand him. A little voice whispers, stop. Unhand him.
I want to know. I'm hoping that it wasn't like, yeah, she didn't want to give me no play, so I'm breaking all of her fingers. What possible motivation could you have to get up there during a show, because she's performing every night at the pyramid, and you bring your happy ass over there to break her fingers? For what? Baby, the way you couldn't get to that third finger, baby Dunk said, the curb stomp was about to take me out, because I said, excuse me? Baby, I wanted a little bit more passion from Dunk. I wanted him to lay out a couple of guards. I wanted them to say, oh, no, we got to send the cavalry. This fool's real. But, they held him. The fact that he said, like, oh, do you want me to call Papa? Papa, can you hear me? Father, do you want me to call Father? Because he's about sick of your antics. I think a part of Dad likes it, but a part of it is always kind of, okay, enough is enough. Do you always have to do this? Is this how you're going to choose to display your power? This does not a good knight or king or whatever make. You can't do this. And of course, he's just going to be obsessed with where you've been, Egg, what you've been doing, who is this to you? I'm hoping some type of dynamic happens to where it's like, yeah, I've been over here with Dunk. I can actually get into training with Dunk. He's probably going to be better than you. Hopefully we lean into the sport of competition to kind of get Dunk out the line of fire, because Ed can only do so much if we instantly resorted to calm stomping American History X in somebody's teeth.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Mike Has Bad Needs for the $5 super chat. So we're in the midst of it. We got the mouth open on the side of the stage, and we hear a still small voice. Stop it. Let him go. And immediately Dunk is like, shut up, Egg. They're going to hurt you too if you say anything. Because again, he's always looking out. Dunk is just that type of man. He's always going to look out for the other people, the underdog. And Egg's like, no, he won't. All of a sudden, we hear little dragon's little perpy voice go, why'd you shave all your hair off? And still, I don't think Dunk fully got it even then. I'm like, Dunk.
Slow.
I did what I'm not going to do. And no, Dunk, he's not going to hurt me. This is my brother. And immediately, like, I'm all, well, there goes the neighborhood. And so the real question becomes, after this scene, does Dunk feel betrayed? Because not only this situation, which was, kind of beyond the pale, but really the idea that you're squiring for this lowborn guy from Flea Bottom really would have been problematic for the Targaryen family to know that this highborn son, prince is squiring. Like, what are you doing with our person? Any of these situations, honestly, could get Dunk killed. And we'll later hear about a trial by 7. Well, we'll have to find 7 knights, and it's going to be a whole thing to go against his 7 knights. But I don't think it ever can end there. I'm very interested to see what the result of this is going to be, Tyra. But did the reveal do anything for you? What did you think of Dunk, even in his moment of weakness, trying to save Egg? Like, Egg, shut up. He's going to hurt you.
Shut up, you damn fool. They'll hurt you, Dunk. Oh God. It's like, shut up, boy. Um, the reveal was good. It was necessary. I was like, baby, the little close proximity of these little grounds. How have we not noticed this little egghead of a boy yet? Like, I wanted to know how far they were going to try to push it. Because even though there are a lot of people here and we like, it's still kind of confined and small. So I thought that it would be unnatural to try to drag it out any longer than it needed to. I think the reveal was right on time because now we can really get to the getting. And even the discussion of why would you lie? What are you doing? Why did you leave your family? And who am I now that we know who you are? I think that this is going to bring them closer and stronger because Egg is going to have to stand in front of his family and justify why he's over here standing with the likes of Dunk and what was he planning to do. I like the reveal. I think it was right on time.
I did too. Sorry, had a quick moment. I liked it. Like I said, even though we already knew who Aegon was, we saw it coming a mile away. And I like that the writers and the directors of this episode didn't believe the audience was ignorant. They knew everyone knew this already and that we were just looking for confirmation, but they still revealed it in such a way that it made it all eyes on the cast and we were really invested in this reveal. I'm interested to know what's going to happen moving forward. Like I said, we're definitely going over here with the trial by 7. And so I think Prince Bay is going to be our chance out, our hope, our final hope, our great white hope, Tyra, over here in the future. Because I think as far as Little Dragon is concerned, as far as his daddy is concerned, Dunk needs to die. Dunk needs to die not only for this situation and tossing him around like a rag doll, but you also need to die because you had my son, right? And so I think Prince Baelor is going to give him all of the options. But outside of that, I don't know what's going to happen going forward. Tyra, is this the end of the road? Well, we know it's not the end of the road for Dunk. No. What do you think happens from here?
I think between your Bay and Egg, it's gonna. I think rivalry and trying to be the bigger person or better man or best him at something. It's like, oh, okay, you really risked it all, shaved your head, and came over here with the likes of this to do what? What did you think he was capable of? I know you didn't think that he could beat me or possibly be a contender. I think competition is going to get the best of the situation, and then you'll have Baylor on the back and like, what would it hurt to, give him a chance? Let's just give him a shot and see what happens. I think it's going to be cute. Not it better be 75, 90 minutes.
Better be, Sean. Better be. They owe
75.
They owe us at least.
That's a movie.
We need it. They've done it before. They need to do it. The Mad Knight comes into play. That's where I think we get maybe Lionel, which I don't know. I think we get one of the Fossaways to come. I think we get the Mad Knight. I think maybe we get those 2 King's Guardsmen that we met. I don't think anyone we've met up to this point was for nothing. And Dunk has kind of been showing himself as big and strong throughout this little, through the whole tourney events. So I think there's some possibilities, and I hope we meet some new knights that are kind of off the cuff, but definitely I think the Mad Knight will come into play. And for sure,
it's going to be another 30 minutes. Is it?
What?
Is that?
Mike has bad news. Don't be the bearer of bad news over here. It's going to be another 30. I don't want to know.
I'm going to go see because I want to know. Because what are y'all doing?
Peter Griffin 818, thank you for being here. Protect the weak, defend the innocent. It's a knight's duty. It is, but all the knights don't live by that duty. I was so sad for Egg when he said he cut his hair off because he didn't want to look like his brother, baby. And I understand. I understand. And by the time we see Meister Aemon, he's barely got any hair left. He probably felt the same way. Yeah, that's the only consolation I got, Tal and Catalan, is the fact that I know how the little dragon Aryan gets taken out ultimately. Yeah, that's the only thing. We know they don't get their dragon powers back until Daenerys. This is going to be interesting. Magnificent 7 energy. I hope so. That's not your concern. Do as I say. Release him. I loved it. And Andrew, he did, because he was reading in that book and said he drank wildfire like an idiot because he thought he could become a dragon. Lord.
I love Egg. Egg is I said good day, sir. I said good day.
But you guys, That was the episode 3, The Squire of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Be sure to drop in the comments any of your predictions for the next episode. What do you think is going to happen? Tyra, anything else you
Girl.
want to let the people know that we have going on this week? Anything that you've got going on?
Oh Lord, y'all join. I'm really trying to see if this episode is going to be 30 minutes again because I'm really looking like, why would you do that? I can't see and say for sure at this moment. Yeah, be on the lookout. So a lot going on this week. Immediately after this, we will be getting into 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Child. Tell Me Lies is coming. We'll be talking Wonder Man. Of course, Beauty, the latest Mary J. Blige Lifetime drop, Be Happy. It's several things. I think Ashley got a doc up her sleeve. It's a whole bunch. Maybe a Fine Man, Saturday members only movie watch along. It's a whole lot. Get the notifications
Oh,
up, please.
oh yes, we do in fact have a movie for this Saturday. Blockbuster movie night. It's my choice, members only. Because I hear the people have been up in arms, y'all. It's we just needed a little Christmas vacation. We just need a little holiday vacation. We're back. We're back at it, okay? So you will
I've
be getting
never
your
seen the movie you
Saturday night.
picked either. Never watched it.
Good. That's what I knew. And that's what I wanted. We will be watching Just Cause. I'm going to try to make it very black. My choices this month will be very black because
I'm
it's Black
with you. I
History
said the
Month.
same thing when I saw Just Cause in the
And Blair and Larry.
in the synopsis. I said, "Oh, we being all black all month." Okay, I'm
All
good.
black all the time. Absolutely. So, yes, the calendar is stocked. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go on over both channels, hit the
Playing.
subscribe button, hit the like button.
Playing.
If y'all got any hypes, I asked y'all last week to save your hypes. Hype something up. Just choose one. Choose one or
That's
two
weird.
hype up. And the doc we're going to be doing is the investigation of Lucy Lutby, this nurse who was unaliving the babies in the UK, child. We're going to talk about it. So be there or be square. And again, right now, come on over back. We're talking 90 Day Fiance. It's a mess. I'm just letting y'all know. But
Danny
thank y'all.
said, "Who said something? I ain't see nothing."
Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. You know. But yeah, be there or be square. We will see y'all in a minute on the 90 Day Fiance live. Have a good night.
Yes.